Most people today feel quietly defeated, not because they aren't talented, but because they aren't mentally strong. We spend our time scrolling on our phones, comparing ourselves to others, and feeling jealous. Then we wonder why we feel stuck, tired, or lost. We try to stay comfortable, but end up feeling drained. We avoid pain, yet still suffer every day. The truth is tough. Comfort is slowly destroying us. Struggles may be hard, but they can make us stronger. Interestingly, the ancient Stoics understood this long ago, way before smartphones, social media, or self-help books. One of them was Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and wise thinker. Stoic philosophers once said, "You have control your mind, not the outside world. Once you understand this, you'll find real strength." That's not just a quote. It's a mindset, a tool to stay strong even when life gets chaotic. Stoicism won't make life easy, but it will make you unshakable. In this video, we'll explore 8 powerful Stoic rules that will challenge you to grow mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. This isn't feel-good motivation. It's real talk for real change. These lessons come from the tough wisdom of ancient Rome and are still just as true today. But before we start, I need you to do one thing. If you're serious about growing, don't just sit there and watch this like another motivational video. This isn't something to play in the background. It's a wake-up call, like the video now. Leave a comment when something hits you, and share with someone who needs to hear this. Our writing this into simple English paragraph go into hard times. Face the fire with awareness. Something powerful happens. You stop being scared of pain. That's the start of real freedom. From now on, treat discomfort like a training partner. It might hurt, but it builds you up. Do one thing today that feels uncomfortable. No arguing. Maybe take a cold shower, have a deep conversation. Sit still with boredom. Remind yourself this is how strong people are made. Because the only way to be truly unstoppable is to stop running away. Here's a simpler version. Type this affirmation in the comments. Discomfort is my training ground. Then, stop letting your emotions run your life. Think how often your feelings mess up your day. Someone says something mean, you snap. Plans change, you get upset. You feel lazy, skip your workout, your work, or whatever you need to do. We all do this. But here's a hard truth. If your emotions are taking charge, you're a slave to them. The Stoics believe being controlled by your feelings is worse than being chained. Epictetus, once a slave who became a Stoic teacher, said, "Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. They can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by them." When you think about it, that person who cut you off in traffic, you just handed them your peace. A breakup, you gave them your identity. One rude comment online, you let it take your joy. Stoicism doesn't tell you to pretend you don't feel. It teaches you to watch your emotions, understand them, and choose how you respond, not just react. Difference between a child and a Stoic? The child throws a tantrum. The Stoic stays calm in the storm and thinks. Marcus Aurelius, the powerful Roman emperor, wrote in Meditations, "If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Quotation +2a. Z quotes +2. This tells us something big. We often suffer not because of what happens to us, but because of how we interpret what happens. And the great news? You can change that interpretation at any time. It's a control we rarely acknowledge. Yes, it's brutal, because it means you stop blaming others. You can't say, "He made me mad," or "She ruined my day." You see that it was you who chose to react. But here's the power. You can choose again. You can feel anger without acting in anger. You can feel fear and still move forward. You can feel sad without letting it swallow you. That's emotional strength. That's Stoic power. Next time you feel upset or triggered, try this. Pause. Don't react right away. Take a breath. Ask yourself, is this feeling useful right now? Then choose to respond on purpose, not out of impulse. This doesn't mean you're a robot. It means you're in control. When you stop letting your emotions own you, you become clear, calm, and powerful. People notice when you show up steady. You stop being pushed around by every little thing. You stay grounded. In our emotionally messy world, that kind of steadiness is rare. It draws people in. It makes you unstoppable. Real growth starts when you stop being someone who just reacts and start being someone who decides. Life doesn't owe you anything. One of the quickest ways to suffer is by expecting life to be fair. Think about it. You work hard, but someone lazier gets ahead. You love deeply and they leave. You do the right thing and still get hurt. Then you feel angry. It feels unfair. But here's a Stoic truth. Fairness is something we imagine, not a law of life. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You can commit injustice by doing nothing." Quotes +2, Goodreads +2, even as emperor. He saw injustice every day. Still, instead of complaining or blaming, he held fast to one idea. Life isn't about fairness. It's about strength. The Stoics didn't expect life to be gentle. They expected hardships, pain, loss, betrayal, change. And because they expected these, they were prepared. Here's the brutal honesty. Holding on to this isn't fair weakens you. When we say that, we're really saying, I don't like what I feel and I don't want to deal with it. The law of growth says, you do not grow by expecting life to be fair. You grow by facing what is happening and pushing forward anyway. Look around. Good people suffer. Bad people sometimes win. Hard work doesn't always mean reward. That's not being negative. It's just the truth. What separates the average from the being unstoppable means you stop waiting for life to be fair. The average person waits. The Stoic builds strength inside so strong that nothing outside can break them. That doesn't mean you become cold or uncaring. It means you stop depending on the world to treat you right, and instead start treating yourself right, no matter how others behave. Seneca once said, "Sometimes even to live is an act."